Good morning, boxing fans. Happy Sunday to all of you. I'm going to try to temper my thoughts because today is a Sunday, and I'm going to refrain from using any language that is inappropriate from what I saw last night. Last night was a chance for a beautiful story to be unfurled. You had a matchup between one guy who's 11 years younger, naturally 20 pounds heavier, the bigger, stronger man, supposedly the faster man. He told you all the stuff. You had the final weigh-in, and he unprovokedly shoves another guy for no reason. And you had a chance for a beautiful story. And Vasily Lomachenko went into the ring last night, 35 years old. Every disadvantage except one: skill, heart, well, three: skill, heart, and power. And he pulled it off last night. Just like in the late 1980s when Sugar Ray Leonard went in against Marvin Hagler, who was a much bigger man, much powerful man. Odds were against Sugar Ray, and he put on a beautiful performance. Very close fight in that regard. I thought Ray won. A lot of people felt differently. The point was, some people felt it was a draw, so on and so forth. The point was, a beautiful story was told that night. So we had a chance, boxing fans, for a beautiful story to be told. Here's a guy, gave up his shot at an undisputed title in order to defend his home country last year against probably an easier opponent in Kambosos. Comes back, fights this guy Haney, who everybody claims is the second coming, so on and so forth, and beats him. 95% of the people felt that he won. The other 5%, maybe a draw. Boxing is robbing us of great stories. Last week, you had the Rolando Romero fight, that saga, where his opponent was 40 years old. His wife had been murdered several years ago. The man went through tragedy after tragedy, fights a beautiful fight. He's in the 9th round. He's very competitive, up on all the scorecards, and you get a BS stoppage. Once again, the beautiful story is not allowed to take fruition. What are we watching? Why were people paying $60 last night? Why on pay-per-view? Why are people going to these events? We're going there because we want to see great performances. We want to see justice for these fighters that put their hearts on their line, that train, that risk death, so on and so forth. And then you have judges and promoters and systems that are 1,000% corrupt. Why is Teddy Atlas off ESPN? Because he used the magic word: corruption. Absolute corruption. The Rolando Romero fight, no basis for a stoppage. Ridiculous. But they want to promote a D-level fighter, a guy who Richard Comey could beat with one hand tied behind his back, a guy who any top 20 guy could beat because the kid has a look and he's got a certain swagger and he dresses a certain way. He's the modern day Camacho, except Camacho had boxing skills and this kid has none. Last night, same thing. You had a chance for a beautiful story, and you had a judge who needs to be permanently banned. In the 10th round last night, Devin Haney was hurt bad by Lomachenko. We had a judge score that round for Devin Haney. That round could have been a 10-8 round for Lomachenko. Probably not. Probably a 10-9 round. Nevertheless, the round was scored for Devin Haney. You can't make this up. You cannot make up what goes on. Just to enlighten you fans, the judges are picked by the promoters. That is akin to watching a football game where the New York Giants are the home team and the owner gets to pick the referees. And this is what we subject ourselves to, and these fighters subject themselves to. We suffer, they suffer. This guy Lomachenko has been through, look what he's going through in his home country, you know. He just deserved justice last night. He's 5'5", the other guy's 5'10". Lomachenko probably walks around 140. Haney probably walks around 160, 165. I met both of them. You know, the difference in size is astounding. And we can't do anything right in boxing. You can't get, and that's why UFC moves up, because everybody fights each other. The decisions, for the most part, are just, and we have this garbage because they do not care about the fighters. They do not care about the fans. All of these promoters only care about fulfilling their own agenda. There will not be a rematch. We're being told that Haney's moving up to 140. Will not be a rematch. So once again, you know, a guy gets robbed of his chance. Last week, we had a guy who had a chance to win a world title up on all the scorecards as well. 40 years old. His wife gets murdered, every disadvantage, and you give the fight to a kid who can't fight. You can't make this up. I'm being very strong in my opinions today. You know, this is just how it is. And anyway, I wish everybody a beautiful Sunday. I don't know what to say anymore, you know. I think fans should protest. How do you protest? You don't watch this garbage. How do you protest? You send letters to the networks and to the promoters. These judges cannot continue to be picked by the promoters. The referees cannot continue to be picked by the promoters. You need an independent commission picking these people. With that said, have a wonderful week, everybody. Blessings and take care.